Hello students. So today we discuss about the topic the Vice President. Article 63 of the Indian Constitution provides for the Vice President that is elected by the both the houses of the Parliament. So in the previous chapter we discussed about the President. So now we discuss about the President. So there is some similarities between the president and the vice presidents. So, first of all, qualification for the election, both for the president and the vice president, both the must be the citizen of India, must have completed the age of 35 years of age, and must not hold any office of profit under the government of India or of the state of any other authority under the control of the either of the government. So there is also similarity between the how we elect the president and the vice president. So system of proportion representation by means of single transferable vote. So in our previous chapter we discussed about that PR system. So in the PR system we know about there is a two type of system, that is a single transferable vote system and the list system. So for elected to the president and the vice president we use the single transferable vote system. Both president and vice president both are elected for the term of the 5 years, and re-election president also can be elected many number of times. There is no bondage or there is no limit for it. So next is there is also some dissimilarities between the president and the vice president. So first of all, about the qualification. For the president, he must be the qualified for the elections of the Lok Sabha, for the House of the People. He must qualify the election. He must have the quality to qualify the elections of the Lok Sabha. But the vice president must be the qualified election of the Rajya Sabha. So how we elect who elect the president? Both the member houses, the member of the both the houses, the member of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and also the member of the Legislative Assembly of the states, they all are elect the President of India. But in case of Vice President, only the member of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha elect the Vice President. So there is no role of the Legislative Assembly of the state to elect the Vice President. So how to remove the president and vice president? So for the removal of the president, there is a impeachment that we also discussed in the previous chapter. That is, if president do some offense, so Lok Sabha has start a impeachment process against the president. So there is a process of the impeachment to remove the president. But in the case of the vice president, a resolution first passed by the Rajya Sabha by the majority, then it will be agreed by the Lok Sabha members. But in case of the president, impeachment process can be start in either the houses, either in Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. There is no bondage that impeachment of the president can be only in the Rajya Sabha or in the Lok Sabha. But for the vice president, the first resolution was passed by the Rajya Sabha, then it will be agreed by the Lok Sabha members. So functions. So we know that president has the executive power and he exercises on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers of the Union, headed by the Prime Minister. But Vice President have no such special functions and powers. He just a acting president. If in the absence of the president, the Vice President is acting president. But the Vice President also a ex officio chairman of the Council of States, that is Rajya Sabha. Just like in Lok Sabha, we know that there is a speaker, but in Rajya Sabha there is no speaker. There is a chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Vice President is act as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He has act as the presiding officer while the session of the Rajya Sabha. So this is all about the vice president, their similarities and dissimilarities between the president and the vice president. So thank you so much. I hope you understand the topic.